Hello guys, and welcome to a special video as we are in Sarasota, Florida, and we are at the Sarasota Square Mall, and this mall is really hurting. As of this recording, which was done July 5th, there is no interior tenants left except for 2 food court tenants. The rest are AMC, Costco, and JCPenney. So, quite astonishing they leave. Majority of this mall still open. They did close off a small part by Macy's, but I was able to hold my phone right after the Macy's as no security caught me. And I was able to put this whole mall on video for you guys. There's the JCPenney, by the way, which is still open, like I said. Now, on to the history of this mall. This mall opened up. It opened up in 1976 by the Arlene Realty and Development Corporation. They would later become CBL, but obviously this was before CBL. Now, the mall was planned to be anchored by Moss Brothers and JCPenney, which the latter it would move from a nearby plaza. Now, the mall would also include J. Byron's as a smaller anchor, as well as 6-screen movie theater. Additional spaces were also added in for a potential large anchor. Moss Brothers, JCPenney, and the movie theater opened officially on August 4th, 1977, where the mall itself had a grand opening a month later. And JCPenney opened up the same day that the mall did in September. Now, what I find interesting about this mall is that they had a second six-screen theater that opened up in 1978 in a separate building. So you had 2 movie theaters basically attached to the mall. And some of the basic stores were Camelot Music, Kinney Shoes, and Morrison, California. Now Sears built a store at Sarasota Square, an additional anchor space on the north side, which opened up in 1979. Now, fast fact about that Sears, too, I didn't really show it much in the video. Maybe I'll pull a photo and put it at the end, but the Sears here had the original lettering from the 70s and was still up, which is pretty sweet. They didn't do any remodels and add any new logos. So I find that really, really cool. Now, back to the history. J. Byron's closed in 1985 and was converted to what's now the food court, which opened up in 1986. Now, they also got a 4th anchor, which is called Partisans, which opened up in 1989. Now, in 1991, the Moss Brothers was merged with Burdeen's, the parent company of the 2 stores, which had a second store. Now, one thing you guys will also notice is this play area, and that sign in particular is similar to the sign that is at all the malls in Cleveland, such as Midway, South Park, and North Olmsted. And the reason why is because it was done under Westfield. We'll get that in a second, but I just want to name it a little back because you guys probably seen that similar design in some of my Ohio malls. Now, nothing really happened until 2004 when Macy's acquired Burdeen's, so the space became Burdeen's Macy's in 2004, and a year later, it was the Burdeen's name was dropped and officially merged with Macy's. By the way, that's the Sears you're looking at. Now, Partisans in 1995 planned to sell its store to Dillard's. Basically, the plan was that if Dillard's did not open up their own store in that space, it would instead build a different store to JCPenney, and the Partisans site would be sold to a different company. Now, Dillard's ended up opening up there, so there was no additional anchor added. So, now in 2003, Westfield Group acquired the mall. So the mall was renamed to Westfield Shopping Town, Sarasota Square. But then 2 years later, the Shopping Town name, I don't know why Westfield did that with a lot of their malls. They put Shopping Town in the names. I find it kind of stupid, if you ask me. But that's my personal opinion. Now, they did refurbish the mall I mentioned to add that play area. A new 12-screen AMC theater was built between Dillard's and JCPenney, and the adjoining food court that opened up 2006. And the 2 previous ones were closed. Now, Dillard's ended up closing in 2012, and that's where Costco came in to be. The Costco's where Dillard's is, to open up in later that year. Now, in 2017 was a rough year for the mall, as both Macy's and Sears closed. Macy's closed in March, and Sears closed in September. So to lose 2 anchors in the same year is what really led to the downfall of this mall. Now, in 2020, JCPenney put the store up for sale, but it's still operating up to this day. And let me tell you, when I was in there, it was busy. I didn't have time to film it because I was so focused on trying to get this mall on video for you guys at an unlimited time. Now, in 2019, Westfield sold the mall because, as you know, Westfield's been selling malls across the United States and getting out of the market. So, U.S. National Bank ended up foreclosing on the mall a year later, and so Tobin Properties acquired the mall. Now, they proposed in May 2023 to redevelop by demolishing the mall, except for JCPenney and Costco anchor stores. And they want to put apartments. That's about to take 5 to 7 years, though, so we'll see how long the small space remains. But in the meantime, we get to see this beautiful gem, which sadly, you guys can see, has no inline tenants left. What a sad sight to see. Anyway, I'm going to stop blabbing for me the rest of the video. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you guys did, make sure to hit like, comment, and subscribe. And I will see you guys for the next video, which you never know what that will be. But anyway, guys, I'm going to sign off. Bye, guys.